good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted that in front of me I have Cassandra McCauley from MMGY NextFactor. She is the top lady, she's the managing director, but she's also one of the key people in the new report, the next generation report, which was released yesterday. So welcome, Cassandra.
Thank you so much.
Cassandra, I mean, there was lots of very interesting things that came out in the report, and I know it's one that you do every 2 years, and I think that might change, but you can talk about that in a little while. But the overall impression I got from it was that it's a critical period for DMOs right now. I mean, it's a changing world, particularly in the last 6 to 3, 4 months, weeks, even days, even it changes. And for destination management organisations, I wouldn't necessarily say they're under threat, but there's huge changes afoot. Would you agree?
I would certainly agree with that. There are so many external factors that are influencing the travel and tourism industry, and that impacts then how destination organizations need to operate. And so when we think about the geopolitical uncertainty globally, the economic uncertainty globally, and pair that with the fact that expectations of destination organizations are changing significantly within their own communities. It used to be that their roles were to market outbound and bring new visitors into the community, and now they're being expected to play so many more roles, including ensuring that our residents are understanding of the benefits of the visitor economy and are aligned with that, and that they are building an economy within their communities that is aligned with the values of residents.
Excellent. And one of the things that comes out of that is not just an involvement of the community, but also it's the challenge that people will put upon them. And it's been a challenge probably over the last 30, 40 years, that how important is tourism? People are going to come anyway, so why do we need a tourist board? You know, they're going to come, this is a great place, why do we need to bother with them? That appears to be an increasing challenge. In fact, I think one of your slides said that 42% of DMOs believe that their funding is under threat.
Mm-hmm. And that 42% of global DMOs who are concerned about their funding over the next 3 years, that number has increased from 37% just 2 years ago. So we're seeing a lot of challenges, and there are many, many case studies out there of what happens when our tourism boards dissolve and our destination promotion goes away, and the detrimental impacts that has to our communities. And when we think about the fact that visitor economies and visitation provide so many ancillary benefits to our communities, it's a great risk when either that funding is at risk or when it goes away completely, because our communities rely on the tax revenue, they rely on the workforce that is required and the jobs that are required to service the visitor economy and many other benefits.
And do you think that your report would have helped, you know, once, I don't know, it's been published now and it's freely available to download, that I might be a small DMO in a small village in Germany and I'm under threat, and I read this and I think, well, I'm not the only one, and maybe I should be looking at this more carefully. Maybe there are things I can do. That's one of the benefits of the report, I suppose.
Absolutely it is. And with this report, one of the great benefits is that it is global in focus. And so we are thinking about worldwide DMOs and ensuring that whether you are a small destination organization that is representing a singular community, or you are larger and representing a state or a province or even a country, that this is applicable to your organizations. And it's not meant by any means to predict the future of what's going to happen with destination organizations, but it is meant to help prepare the leaders, the boards, and the teams for future-proofing themselves against all of the headways and opportunities that are coming our way.
Sure. We mentioned earlier that this report is normally done every 2 years, but we also mentioned in the same breath that things change almost on a daily basis at the moment. Are you going to make any changes, or do we have to wait another 2 years for the next next instalment?
Traditionally, you would have had to wait 2 years, but what we have committed to doing this year is every quarter looking at a different segment of the research and doing a deep dive into that research to ensure that it is reflective of the moment and that it is reflective of globally what we are seeing, because things, to your point, are changing so rapidly. And so we're going to be talking about the results of this and their application in real time to destination organizations around the world continuously.
Good. Well, I wish you the very, very best of luck. I'm sure more and more DMOs are going to rely upon a report of this nature, and Destinations International and MMGY NextFactor for some advice and some guidance. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.